The Constitution of India, Preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
A hearty welcome to all my dear 6th standard children. So how are you all? Take care of yourself because the situations are very unfavorable there outside, isn't it? So take extreme care, drink lots of water and be choosy about your food, okay? Take enough sprouts, lots of vitamin C rich foods, all that, okay? And you have to step outside only if it is very, very important. Okay, did you all see the video that was posted last week? Yes, we were exploring about the different motions that is happening around us as well as within us. We understood different types of motions. Yes, what were they? We understood that we don't feel things moving around us only because Earth is rotating at a very high speed of 1667 kilometer in the equatorial region, that is rotation. And how about revolution? It is revolving at a speed of 1,06,000 kilometer per hour. So imagine, so because of this speed, we are not able to realize the motion that is happening within us, isn't it? We understood what force can do to motion, isn't it? Srinav explained very beautifully. Force can, yes, force can change the direction of a moving object. Force can move an object which is at rest. Force can increase or decrease the speed of a moving object, and force can also stop the movement of an object, isn't it? These are the 4 things which force can do, and Srinav did it very beautifully with an activity, isn't it? After that, we learnt the different types of motion which is happening around us, which we see in our everyday life. What are the 3 different types of motion? Rotatory motion, circular motion and linear motion. We had many pictures in our textbook. Based on that, we classified them like a girl whirling a stone that is tied to a string. It is circular motion. A rotating top, that is a rotatory motion. A lift moving up and down, that is a linear motion. So based on the pictures, on the different types of motion, we classified the pictures. Today, I have added more examples for these 3 different types of motion. Shall we see that? Here, for rotatory motion, we have many more examples. Earth's rotation is an example. One example. Rotation of a fan. Rotation of all the different motors. They are all doing rotatory motion. Circular. You have seen rides, different rides in parks, isn't it? These rides all take a circular motion. Movement of ox in traditional oil mills. Check aattu parayum ille enna edukanayitte kaale kettittu ingane vattam karpikkum. Yes, you can see in the picture. So this is also a circular motion. Movement of a needle in a clock. This is also a circular motion. Motion of a bullet from a gun. Kanaril oru bullet povunathu gun, that is a linear motion. Motion of an arrow from bow, that is also a linear motion. Drawing bucket from well, kanditille? Yes, that is also a linear motion. So you can add this also to your file. So more examples for rotatory, circular and linear motion. I hope these three different types of motions are clear for you. What is rotatory motion? Any object which is rotating on its own axis is called rotatory motion. What is circular motion? Circular motion, when objects or things take a circular path, then it is called as circular motions. Linear motion, when any object takes a straight line, whether it is up or down, so it is a linear motion. Okay, so I hope these three different types of motions are clear for you. Now children, have you seen a pendulum of a clock? Yes, look at the pendulum of a clock. So what type of motion is this? In temples, you usually see hanging lamps. Yes. So sometimes due to heavy blow of air, you can see the lamps hanging, moving, swaying here and there, isn't it? So what type of motion is this? Yes. One more example we have. See, look at a child playing in a swing. Yes. You have seen the movement of a swing. So what type of motion is that? What is peculiar in these three motions? Examples of motions? Yes, you can see a swaying action there. That is to and fro. To and fro. So a to and fro motion about a mean position is seen in these three examples. Isn't it? Such type of motion we call it as oscillation. Yes, oscillatory motion. So what were the examples? A swing moving to and fro and a hanging lamp slightly swaying in the blow of wind. And one more example, the pendulum of a clock moving to and fro about a mean position. So all these motions are called as oscillatory motion or oscillation. So I hope you have understood what one more different type of motion, that is oscillation. Now in your textbook, look at a boy, he is Hasib, he is asking a question. What is he asking? Is the motion of a wiper in a car an oscillatory motion? So children, tell me, can you answer? Of course, the wiper is moving in to and fro motion in a mean position. So definitely this motion is also an oscillatory motion. So we have discussed 4 examples for oscillatory motion. Okay. So how can we classify an oscillatory motion? We can easily say whether a motion is oscillation if the motion has a to and fro motion and if there is a mean position, mean and the average position. So this is an average and the motion goes this side and that side, that is called to and fro motion. If it is there, then that motion is said to be an oscillation motion. Okay. So children, oscillations we have seen examples. Now we will move to fast oscillations. What are fast oscillations? See, for example, you take a metal scale, okay, and you place it on the edge of a table or bench and then you just tap on it. What happens? That is also oscillation, but what happens there? Fast oscillations are happening. So what do you call fast oscillations? Yes, we will see. One more example you can do. Take a rubber band and stretch it nicely and ask somebody to tap in the middle of the rubber band. What happens? You can see the rubber band moving very fastly up and down. So that is fast oscillation, isn't it? So what do we call fast oscillations? Children, see, this is a tuning fork, okay? It is usually seen in physics lab. This tuning fork, if you beat with a rubber hammer, what happens? The same oscillation takes place but at a higher rate, very speedy oscillations are seen. So in all these 3 cases, that is in tuning fork, in rubber band as well as these scales, plastic or metal scales, you can see fast oscillations. So such fast oscillations are called as vibrations. So what are vibrations? Vibrations are also oscillations, but they take place very fastly. Okay? Children, based on this vibration, we have a activity that is given in your textbook. Let us see who is doing that for you. Would you like to see? Yes.
Hi friends, I am Vishwadithyam from 6th D. So today I am going to conduct an experiment given on our science textbook on page number 51. So now let's conduct the experiment. So for conducting the experiment, we need a PVC pipe of diameter 1 inch and length 10 centimeter. Then an empty case of a pen, rubber band, a 2 meter long thread, a balloon, some cello tape. So now let's conduct the experiment. So first we need to take our balloon and cut the edge of our balloon using scissors, and then we want to fix the edge of the balloon with the PVC pipe using rubber bands. So now next we want to fix our empty case of our pen on the another edge of the balloon using rubber band. So now we want to fix the thread in here using cello tape. So friends, when we blow through here, the air vibrates the balloon and the balloon produces a sound. I will show you. So you may have seen that the balloons, this part is getting vibrated. So that is why the sound is getting produced. So you can see here that friends, our experiment is working successfully. So friends, you can also try this experiment at home. It is very simple to make and you will get these things from your home itself. So this is an interesting experiment friends. Everyone try this at home. So I am Vishwadithyam from 6th D signing out. Bye bye.
Thank you, Vishwajit. That was very sweet of you. Children, you can also try this at your home. So it will be a good time pass as well as you have done a science activity also. This is how you will learn things, isn't it? So try it at home and share it with me. Share your experience with me, okay? So now children, since we have studied all the different types of motion, we are going to see how this is going to help us in our day-to-day activity. Children, have you all seen a working of a sewing machine? Yes, this is a sewing machine. So how does this work? Have you ever observed it? We will see one by one. Look at the pedal. When you put your feet on the pedal, when you move the pedal, what happens? What type of motion is that? It is oscillation, isn't it? And now we'll move to the small wheel on the other side, smaller wheel. So what type of motion is that? It has an axis. So it is a rotatory motion. What about the band that is going around the bigger wheel of the sewing machine? What type of motion is that? Yes, it is circular motion. No, not last but not the least. Look at the movement of the needle. What type of movement is going on there? The up and down movement. So what type of motion is that? It is linear motion. So all the 4 types of motion are seen in a sewing machine, which is a day-to-day activity. Till now we have not observed all these type of motion, isn't it? So what are the different types of motion that is happening in a sewing machine? Yes, the linear motion for a needle, rotatory motion in the smaller wheel, circular motion in the bigger wheel, and oscillatory motion in the pedal, isn't it? The oscillatory motion is going on. So all the different types of motions are happening in a sewing machine. Okay, children, now there is a table which is given in your textbook where all the day-to-day, all the incidents which happen in day-to-day life is given, and you have to identify which type of motion is happening there. It's going on there. Shall we look into the table? The membrane of Chenda. What is the type of motion? It is oscillation. And what is the use? It produces sound. A rotating chair, yes, it is rotatory motion. And what is the use for? Movement, isn't it? The tip of a clock's hand, what type of motion is that? Circular motion. And what is the use? What is the use of a clock's hand? To show time. The smaller wheel of a sewing machine, what does it do? What type of motion is that? Rotatory motion. And how is it useful? It helps the needle to move. It helps in stitching. We can write helps in stitching. A lift, what type of motion is that? Linear. And what is the use? For quick movement, isn't it? A swing, what type of motion is that? Oscillation. And what is the use? Entertainment. The string of veena, what type of motion is that? Vibration. And what is the use? You get good music. Wheels of a flour mill, what type of motion is going on there? Yes, rotatory motion. And what is the use? You get food items. So these are the day-to-day activities which happen in our life, but we have not observed all these type of motion till now. Now that you have studied all the different types of motion, you are going to observe it in all the activities which happens in our life, isn't it? So make keen observation about all the different types of motions. And let me wind up with this. We will continue with a much more interesting topic in the next video session. Okay, the assignments and the notes will be sent to you through WhatsApp. So children watching this video, immediately update your files and send it to me as early as possible. Bye for now.